Imagine for a moment that everything you've been told about reality, solid ground, fixed time, your sense of self, is a carefully constructed illusion. Now picture this. A classified document from the CIA itself suggests that reality as you know it is not physical but a hologram. This isn't science fiction or a conspiracy theory, it's an exploration that connects ancient wisdom, cutting-edge physics, and government research. The hidden truth of reality. In 1983, the CIA commissioned a report that would shock even the most skeptical minds. Known as the Gateway Experience, this report was a deep dive into human consciousness, exploring how the mind can transcend space and time. Within its dense pages lies an assertion so profound it could rewrite how you see existence. The universe is a projection of energy, a holographic construct shaped by consciousness itself. But what does this really mean? Consider the ancient Indian concept of Maya, the illusion that conceals ultimate reality. The Bhagavad Gita speaks of life as a veil, obscuring the oneness of all things. What we perceive are mere shadows of a higher reality. Now, modern science lends credence to these ancient ideas. The holographic principle, a theory in quantum physics, proposes that everything in the universe, every star, every atom, even your consciousness, is encoded on a two-dimensional surface. Like a hologram, what we experience as a three-dimensional world is a projection. The CIA's investigation into the Gateway Experience builds upon this notion, revealing that the nature of reality may be far more malleable than we think. What if you are not just an observer of this hologram, but a participant, co-creating its every detail? What if reality is a feedback loop between your consciousness and an infinite sea of energy? The Gateway process was born out of a quest to unlock the full potential of the human mind. By combining meditation, sound frequencies, and focused intent, this program sought to tap into what physicist David Bohm called the implicate order, the hidden layer of the universe from which all things emerge. The CIA's report revealed that through this process, participants could alter their state of consciousness, access non-linear time, and even experience phenomena like astral projection. At its heart, the Gateway process aimed to harmonize the two hemispheres of the brain, creating a state of hemi-sync. This alignment allowed individuals to transcend the limitations of the physical world and connect with the holographic nature of reality. But what they discovered went beyond personal transformation. It hinted at a collective truth about the universe. Like a pebble dropped into a still pond, your thoughts and emotions ripple through the hologram. Quantum physicist Erwin Schrödinger proposed that the act of observation shapes reality. The Gateway process brought this principle to life, showing that with the right focus, you can move beyond being a passive observer and step into the role of creator. To understand the holographic nature of reality, we must first explore how perception shapes our experience. The power of perception. Imagine standing in a dark room with a single flashlight. Wherever you shine, the beam becomes visible, while everything else remains in shadow. This is how your consciousness interacts with the hologram. Your beliefs, fears, and desires act as the flashlight, illuminating certain aspects of reality while leaving others unseen. This interplay between mind and matter has been explored in countless spiritual traditions. In Buddhism, the concept of samsara teaches that the world we experience is shaped by our attachments and aversions. Similarly, in the Christian tradition, Jesus' teaching that the kingdom of God is within you suggests that ultimate reality is a reflection of inner truth. The CIA's findings align with these teachings, suggesting that the hologram responds to focused intention. This isn't magic, it's the natural interplay between consciousness and energy. When you align your thoughts and emotions with a specific outcome, you influence the very fabric of the hologram. At the core of the Gateway process is the idea that reality is a vibration. Everything you see, touch, or feel is energy vibrating at different frequencies. Nikola Tesla once said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." The gateway process took this principle literally, using sound frequencies to alter brainwaves and induce profound states of awareness. When participants reached these altered states, they reported experiencing reality not as a collection of solid objects, but as a flowing field of energy. In this state, boundaries dissolved, and they felt a sense of oneness with all things. This mirrors the experiences described by mystics during deep meditation or near-death experiences. What the CIA report added to this ancient knowledge was a framework for understanding these phenomena as part of the holographic design. This brings us to the heart of the mystery: how to use this knowledge. The gateway process, as explored in the CIA's 1983 report, is not just a theoretical concept. It is a practical guide to accessing altered states of consciousness and tapping into the deeper layers of reality. But what exactly does this process involve, and how does it connect to ancient spiritual practices and modern science? Consciousness, the bridge between worlds. To understand the gateway process fully, we must first dive deeper into the mechanics of consciousness, the role of energy, and the transformative potential of harmonizing your mind with the holographic universe. This isn't just an intellectual exercise, it's an invitation to awaken your latent power and reshape the very fabric of your existence. The gateway process starts with a bold premise: consciousness is the fundamental force of reality. This aligns with the views of many quantum physicists, such as Max Planck, who famously stated, "I regard consciousness as fundamental. I regard matter as derivative from consciousness." In other words, the material world emerges from the energetic patterns created by awareness. In practical terms, this means that what you focus on expands. Your thoughts and emotions are not confined to your brain. They are waves of energy that interact with the holographic field of the universe. This is why meditation, visualization, and other practices that refine focus are so powerful. They tune your consciousness to specific frequencies, influencing the hologram of reality. The gateway process takes this principle to the next level. By using sound frequencies to synchronize the two hemispheres of the brain, it creates a state of coherence that allows your mind to access realms beyond the physical. This state, known as hemisync, is the key to unlocking your potential as a creator within the holographic universe. At the core of the gateway process is the idea that the brain operates like a resonant system. When the left and right hemispheres of the brain are synchronized, they produce a frequency that aligns with the holographic field of the universe. This state of coherence enhances intuition, creativity, and the ability to perceive non-linear time. The use of sound frequencies in the gateway process is based on the principle of entrainment. Just as two pendulum clocks placed next to each other eventually sync their movements, your brain waves can be guided to align with specific frequencies using sound. This technique has been used for centuries in spiritual practices. Tibetan monks, for example, use chanting to induce deep meditative states, while shamans in various cultures use drumming to enter altered states of consciousness. The CIA's Gateway report confirmed that these ancient practices are not merely symbolic. They are practical methods for tuning the mind to the frequencies of the holographic universe. By combining these techniques with modern science, the gateway process creates a bridge between the physical and non-physical dimensions of reality, time and space as illusions. One of the most revolutionary aspects of the gateway process is its exploration of time and space. According to the holographic model, time and space are not fixed dimensions, but constructs created by consciousness. This is why participants in the gateway process often report experiencing timelessness or accessing memories and information that seem to exist outside the boundaries of linear time. Einstein's theory of relativity hinted at this flexibility, suggesting that time is relative and influenced by speed and gravity. The gateway process goes further, showing that time can be transcended entirely through altered states of consciousness. When your mind is in a state of hemisync, it no longer perceives time as a sequence of moments. Instead, it experiences reality as a unified field where past, present, and future coexist. This has profound implications for how you live your life. If time is not a straight line, then your future is not fixed. By aligning your consciousness with specific intentions, you can influence the holographic field to create outcomes that resonate with your desires. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's a process of tuning into the infinite possibilities encoded within the hologram. The CIA's exploration of the gateway process emphasizes the power of intention. Just as a laser focuses light into a coherent beam, your thoughts and emotions can be focused to influence the holographic field. This is why ancient teachings often stress the importance of clarity and purity of heart. In the words of the Buddha, what you think, you become. The gateway process teaches that belief is the filter through which you interact with reality. If you believe the world is hostile, you will perceive events that confirm this belief. Conversely, if you believe in abundance and connection, the holographic field will reflect these patterns back to you. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges, but recognizing that your inner state shapes your external experience. Many participants in the gateway process report profound shifts in their lives after aligning their intentions with the hologram. Relationships heal, opportunities arise, and synchronicities multiply. This isn't magic. It's the natural result of harmonizing your consciousness with the deeper truths of reality. While the gateway process is rooted in scientific exploration, its implications are deeply spiritual. At its core, it is a journey of awakening to the interconnectedness of all things. This echoes the teachings of mystics and sages across cultures. In Hinduism, the concept of Brahman describes the ultimate reality as an infinite, indivisible whole. In Christianity, the idea that God is love suggests that the essence of existence is unity and connection. The gateway process doesn't replace these spiritual traditions, it complements them. By providing a practical method for accessing altered states of consciousness, it offers a direct experience of the truths that spiritual teachings point to. It allows you to step beyond intellectual understanding and into a state of being where you know that you are part of the holographic whole. The gateway process isn't just an intriguing idea, it's a method that allows you to shape your reality. But how do you use this knowledge to transform your life? How do you transcend the illusion of limitations and step into your true power? Practical steps to master the gateway process. The answers lie not only in understanding, but in applying the principles of the gateway process. These techniques are a blend of ancient wisdom and cutting-edge science, offering a roadmap to connect with the infinite potential encoded within the universe. To begin, you must prepare your mind and body to enter the optimal state for the gateway process. This isn't about forcing yourself into altered consciousness, but creating the right environment for it to emerge naturally. The CIA's report emphasizes that the process begins with deep relaxation. Your body and mind need to sink into a state where the barriers between conscious and subconscious begin to dissolve. Start by finding a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Sit or lie down comfortably and focus on your breathing. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly, letting go of tension with each breath. This simple act of conscious breathing is a gateway in itself, aligning your awareness with the present moment. As you relax, imagine a wave of energy moving from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. This wave represents the flow of the holographic field through your being. Visualizing it helps you tune into the universal energy that surrounds and permeates everything. When your body feels calm, it's time to introduce sound frequencies. The gateway process relies on audio technology, specifically hemisync tones, to synchronize the brain's hemispheres. If you have access to binaural beats or similar soundscapes, use them to guide your mind into the desired state. If not, rhythmic chanting, drumming, or even soft humming can help create a similar effect. The key is to let the sound carry you deeper into relaxation and focus. Once you're in a relaxed and coherent state, it's time to align your consciousness with the holographic field. This begins with intention. The gateway process teaches that intention is the bridge between thought and manifestation. What do you want to create or explore? Be clear and specific. Close your eyes and imagine your intention as a vibrant, glowing light. See it expanding from your heart and connecting with the holographic web of the universe. As you hold this vision, feel the emotion associated with your intention. If you're seeking love, feel the warmth and joy of connection. If you're manifesting abundance, immerse yourself in the gratitude of already having it. This combination of clear focus and heartfelt emotion is the language of the hologram. It sends a signal that resonates through the universal field, setting in motion the patterns that will bring your intention to life. One of the most profound aspects of the gateway process is its ability to transcend the limitations of time and space. In this state, you can access information, experiences, and insights that seem to exist beyond your current moment. To do this, imagine yourself stepping into a beam of light. This light represents the timeless energy of the holographic universe. As you step into it, feel yourself dissolving the boundaries of your physical body and mind. You're no longer confined to a single point in time or space. You're part of an infinite continuum. Allow your awareness to drift. You might find yourself revisiting a memory with new clarity or glimpsing possibilities for your future. You may even experience sensations or visions that defy explanation. Trust whatever arises, knowing that you are exploring the deeper layers of reality. This practice echoes the experiences of mystics and visionaries across cultures. The Native American concept of the vision quest, the Tibetan practice of dream yoga, and the shamanic journeys of indigenous peoples all describe similar processes of stepping beyond ordinary awareness to access universal truth. As you return from these altered states, it's essential to integrate what you've learned. The gateway process is not about escaping reality, but transforming it. The insights you gain in these states are tools to reshape your life in alignment with the holographic field. Start by journaling your experiences. Writing helps anchor your insights and clarifies your intentions. Pay attention to any symbols, feelings, or ideas that emerge during your practice. These are clues from your subconscious and the holographic field about the next steps on your journey. Then, take inspired action. Manifestation isn't just about visualization, it's about aligning your choices and actions with the reality you wish to create. If your intention is to attract abundance, take practical steps toward financial health. If your goal is to deepen your relationships, reach out to loved ones with an open heart. The more you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your intentions, the more you'll see the holographic universe responding in kind. This is the dance of co-creation, where your inner state and the external world reflect and amplify each other. When you practice the gateway process, something extraordinary begins to happen. It's not just that your brain hemispheres synchronize or that you access altered states of consciousness, it's that you start to see reality for what it truly is, a boundless ocean of potential. Ancient philosophers like Heraclitus described reality as ever-changing, a flow of energy and transformation. The Taoist principle of Wu Wei, effortless action, similarly aligns with the gateway process's focus on harmonizing with the universe rather than resisting it. Through the techniques of mental imagery, intention, and focus, you begin to experience this flow directly. You might notice synchronicities in your life, those moments that seem too perfectly timed to be coincidence. A song lyric might answer a question you've been pondering, or an old friend might call just as you were thinking about them. These synchronicities are breadcrumbs, guiding you toward a deeper understanding of your connection to the holographic field. Dissolving the illusion of separation. One of the most profound implications of the holographic model is that separation is an illusion. The idea that you are a single, isolated being navigating a world of otherness is a narrative created by your mind. Just as every part of a hologram contains the whole, every person, atom, and star in the universe is interconnected. This isn't just poetic. It's a scientific principle known as non-locality, where particles separated by vast distances remain mysteriously linked. In practical terms, this means your thoughts and actions ripple through the entire hologram. A single act of kindness, a moment of gratitude, or even a shift in perspective can create waves that transform not only your life, but the lives of others. This interconnectedness is the foundation of what many call karma, or the law of attraction. It's not a moral system, but a reflection of how the hologram organizes itself. Quantum physics tells us that particles are connected across vast distances, responding to each other instantaneously. This is known as quantum entanglement, and it's a key piece of evidence for the interconnected nature of reality. But the gateway process takes this idea further by inviting you to feel this connection on an experiential level. When you sit in stillness practicing the gateway techniques, you may begin to sense this unity. A shift occurs as your awareness expands beyond your individual identity. You might feel your consciousness merging with the energy of the room, the world, or even the cosmos. Mystics and sages throughout history have described this experience as enlightenment, oneness, or divine union. Rumi, the Sufi poet, wrote, "You are not a drop in the ocean, you are the entire ocean in a drop." The gateway process reveals this poetic truth as a lived reality. While the gateway process emphasizes individual practice, its implications extend far beyond personal growth. The CIA documents hint at something revolutionary, the potential for collective consciousness to shape the world on a grand scale. Imagine a group of people all practicing the gateway process, setting a shared intention for peace or healing. Their synchronized thoughts and emotions would create a powerful ripple effect in the holographic field, influencing the collective experience of reality. The ultimate purpose of the gateway process is not just to manifest desires, but to awaken to your true nature. At its deepest level, this practice reveals the interconnectedness of all things. You are not separate from the universe. You are a vital thread in its infinite tapestry. This realization echoes the teachings of spiritual masters throughout history. Jesus spoke of the kingdom of heaven being within you. The Bhagavad Gita describes the self as eternal and indivisible from the whole. The Zen koan asks, "What is your original face before you were born?" These teachings point to the same truth. You are not a passive observer of reality, but an active participant in its unfolding. Through the gateway process, you glimpse this truth not as a concept, but as an experience. You feel the pulse of the universe within you, the rhythm of creation flowing through your being. Remember that the gateway process is not confined to a single practice or technique. It is a way of living, a mindset that embraces the holographic nature of reality and your role as a conscious creator. The CIA's report may have revealed the science behind the process, but the real power lies in your hands, or more accurately, in your mind. Each time you sit in stillness, focus your intention, and tune into the holographic field, you step through the gateway. What lies on the other side is up to you. Are waiting, not in the pages of a report, but within the depths of your consciousness. The gateway is open. The journey is yours to take. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.